Well, it's been quite the weekend for all fans of Joss Whedon's two biggest universes, with major updates over the past couple of days for both Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Firefly. And in this brief overview, we're going to cover everything that fans of these shows could possibly want to know. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get into it. Starting with Buffy, some bad or good news for fans depending on what your thoughts of the revival were. Last February, we made a video covering the news that it was announced that a revival was in the works, and since then, we got even more updates, including the reported title, Buffy New Sunnydale, a new cast of Scoobies, confirmation of returns of much of the old cast, likely including Alison Hannigan as Willow, James Marsters as Spike, Emma Caulfield as Anya, and Charisma Carpenter as Cordelia. And even confirmation that the shooting of the pilot had wrapped, complete with set photos showing the return of Sunnydale High, and Buffy in a formal but flashy business suit, possibly indicating a newfound career as a news reporter. But all of that intrigue and speculation may have been for naught, as pretty much exactly 24 hours ago, Sarah Michelle Gellar announced that Hulu had decided not to move forward with the show after reviewing the pilot.
So I am really sad to have to share this, but I wanted you all to hear it from me. Unfortunately, Hulu has decided not to move forward with Buffy New Sunnydale. I want to thank Chloe Zhao because I never thought I would find myself back in Buffy's stylish yet affordable boots. And thanks to Chloe, I was reminded how much I love her and how much she means not only to me, but to all of you. And this doesn't change any of that. And I promise, if the apocalypse actually comes, you could still beat me.
Now, personally, I think this is the right move, as I just couldn't imagine anything good coming from a revival made without Joss Whedon. But for those who are saddened by the news, worry not. Reports from Deadline suggest that all may not be lost, with their sources indicating that Hulu simply didn't think Zhao's sensibilities were the right fit, and that they may opt to regroup and think again with a different showrunner. So, hopes for a Buffy revival may be dead and buried for the time being. But what about another beloved Joss Whedon IP, Firefly? Well, for the past 3 weeks, Nathan Fillion has been relentlessly teasing every Firefly fan in the verse by sequentially visiting every cast member from the original show.
Does this mean it's time? Are we doing this?
So, it's happening.
Has the day finally come?
Wait, are we?
It's about what I think it's about, huh?
Oh.
It's time. Oh, we're doing this. Oh, it's happening. The day has finally come. Yes, we are. It's about what you're thinking about. So, I'm not gonna do this without you.
Okay.
Okay. That. From my own.
I'm gonna go now.
Yeah, I'm busy too.
Then, less than 24 hours ago, while at AwesomeCon in Washington, the entire cast were together, except for Adam Baldwin, and they released this video.
Alan, go.
Hi. This is the cast of Firefly coming at you.
As you may know, we have a big announcement coming tomorrow on the 15th. Put your guesses as to what the announcement may be in the comments. Jewel, what's your guess? Too late. We have a big announcement tomorrow on the 15th. God bless you.
Now, I was about to end this video with all of the speculation I could muster, discussing how there were essentially 4 possibilities for what was to come, namely a group-based podcast where the cast gave detailed behind-the-scenes breakdowns of each episode of the show, a second film and sequel to Serenity, a revival of the show, or an animated series. I was then going to discuss the pros and cons of each of these, But Nathan Fillion's just ruined that,
This evening is ruined. The whole evening is ruined.
since he followed up his awesome con post with this update just a couple of hours ago.
As of this moment, the word is out. We are going to try to bring back Firefly. And this time, we're going to animate it. Guys, bringing back Firefly, crazy or not crazy?
Not crazy.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Not crazy.
Crazy.
It's crazy, but it just might work.
Now, to do this, we would need Joss's blessing. I got it.
The rights from 20th Century Fox.
/ Disney.
They got excited. They said yes.
The showrunner.
I got 2. Tara Butters, Agent Carter, Dollhouse, Mark Guggenheim, Arrow, Flash. They're married. They met through Firefly.
A script.
We got it.
An animation house.
Academy and Emmy award-winning Shadow Machine. The last piece we need is a home.
A home.
A home.
A home?
A home?
A home.
A home.
A home!
And for that, we need you. Like this post. Comment on this post. Repost this post. Tag your friends. Tag your family. Tag your enemies. I'm asking you to do what you've always done. Keep Firefly flying. Oh, and I'm about to go pitch this thing, so wish me luck.
Good luck, Captain Tight Pants. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck with that, Nate.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Okay, let's break this down. So, we know that Fillion et al. Have opted for an animated show rather than live action, which honestly I think is a smart move. While some fans appear to be mildly disappointed, without any intended offence to the cast, I think the actors are simply too old to pull off returning as a ragtag team of adventurous space pirates. An animated show, on the other hand, if done well, could actually be really well received. But, just like we said last year regarding the Buffy revival, that's a very big if. So, what have we got to work with here? Well, Fillion said that Fox, who are now owned by Disney, are excited for the project, and I suspect that all of this suspense and hype generated by the cast was all done to grant the team more leverage when Fillion goes into his pitch meeting later today with studio executives.
Actually, it's going to be super easy, barely an inconvenience.
The fact that, as of writing the script, the announcement has received 168,000 likes in 2 hours on Instagram alone is pretty impressive, especially for a 23-year-old show with only a single season to its name. In terms of the animation, Shadow Machine will be the company reanimating the show from the dead. Now, I don't know much about this company, and given that their site is currently under construction despite being active in the industry for 27 years, I'm going to take my lead from Wikipedia. To date, Shadow Machine's list of credits include BoJack Horseman, Robot Chicken, a bunch of other Adult Swim shows that I've never seen or ever even heard of, and Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Almost all of their work appears to be stop motion, but based on Fillion's announcement video, thankfully this doesn't seem to be the case for Firefly, as that style quite frankly just wouldn't work. Finally, what about the most important part of the revival? The writing. Well, Fillion states that he's got Joss's blessing, which indicates that he unfortunately won't be involved in the show. But as discussed last year in our Buffy video, I think this is a major mistake. Whatever you think of Whedon as a man, he's undeniably one of the most compelling and successful creators in the history of Hollywood. So if he's not involved, what about the newly announced showrunners, husband and wife duo Tara Butters and Mark Guggenheim? Well, Butters' resume, not that Butters, is a bit of a mixed bag, acting as producer for both the long-running Law & Order SVU show and the really underrated Reaper show, as well as showrunner for the enjoyable Agent Carter. On the flip side, however, she's also currently showrunner for the absolutely appalling Gen V, which managed to somehow be even more unbearable than its progenitor, The Boys, after season 1, that is. For her husband Mark Guggenheim, things take even more of a turn. As mentioned by Fillion, Guggenheim acted as producer for both Arrow and Flash, in addition to DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, and Batwoman. 5 CW shows which were pretty awful across the board. But it's his writing credits where things get really worrying. He was responsible for the scripts of both Green Lantern and Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters, 2 films which weren't exactly well received by audiences. Okay, so we've looked at the cast, the animation company, and the showrunners. The only thing left is to take a quick look at the script Fillion briefly revealed in his announcement post. The script is entitled Firefly Still Flying, which is a reference to the book released in 2010 and authored by Joss Whedon, featuring previously unpublished images, set photos, storyboards, and even new stories from some of the original writers. The script also refers to it being episode 201, indicating that this is a continuation directly following the end of the show or the film. I think it's likely the latter, given that Shepard Buck will no longer be involved due to actor Ron Glass sadly passing away in the intervening years, and I doubt they'd recast him given how close the cast seem to be. There are also lots of questions still left to answer, including whether this will be planned as a limited series, as most shows nowadays seem to be, or whether they'll harken back to the older format of a couple dozen episodes per season. And what about Alan Tudyk's return as Wash? Will he return only in flashbacks? Or will he be revived as a clone, or even as the ship's operating system? Let us know in the comments your thoughts. And if you like this video in any way, shape or form, please leave us a like and don't forget to subscribe for more. See you in the next video. Ta-ra.